If you are enjoying the story so far and need more Dungeons and Dragons in your life, I invite you to check out another group called the Long Past Podcast. They are working their way through heroism and tragedy in the events of the Chragan War. Their name and link are in the description below.
Day 105. A strange dream I had last night. I stepped in a tent and suddenly was surrounded by all kinds of colors and plant life. All kinds I have never seen before. Then came a loud horn call, and a bunch of dwarf children surrounded me and gathered together on a golden path. They also sang praises to me. Ding dong, the hag is dead. I remember I swam after the hag, finally disarming her and cutting off her head. But as I went along this way, I was joined by Varin, made of tin, Thía wearing ruby red slippers, and Del with wild beast fur covering his head and neck. Though the hag lay dead, what lay before us was not a pretty sight. Boiling water on one side and burning earth on the other. A dark mountain in the distance with a monstrous devil hovering above it, wreathed in flame and smoke. His body was masked in an ashen cloud, but his hide was crimson red, and his horned head ringed in fire. He smiled as he sent out from him flying orcs, deadly serpents, and undead crows. Oh my! With the hag out of the picture, General de Solgor is all that's left for us to defeat before we hunt the hobgoblins again. Knowing that his troops have been opening portals, we still don't know what his intentions are for this fight. Is it to destroy the elf race? Or is it more personal? One thing's for sure, we must stop him before he continues.
Now let's get into it. Welcome back to the Land of the Hunter. It is the 106th day of the elves' struggle with the hobgoblins and numerous other forces. Nanny Agatha has at last been stabbed through the heart, beheaded, burned, and her ashes scattered. Adran was visited by a regal, definitively fey being, while everyone else was resting, or in Thea's case burning a corpse, and he has been warned to destroy General de Solgor, a personally antagonistic devil, with an emphasis to tell the hunter to hunt the shadow of the night. As the elves wake this dawn, they see Varin, holding up with some bewilderment a spell scroll. He looks at the rest of you, as I quickly make sure I'm going to the right map. Here we go. And Varin just kind of says, I found this on Dell's chest, but I didn't sense anyone bringing it here. Would anyone care to check what the spell is? What the spell scroll is?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right. So Varin is not able to read it, but you, actually, let me double check that. I'm pretty sure you can read it.
Thía will read it over Adran's shoulder if he doesn't get it.
Duly noted. Let me just check and see if he can read it. Oh, wow. There's a sore muscle in my back that I didn't know was there before. Never mind. If you hear screams of pain, that might be me.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, Adran, you unfurl the scroll. It makes no sense to you, sir. But Thía, you would recognize this as a spell scroll of greater restoration.
Ooh, it makes you feel better.
Really? Because these words are giving me a headache.
I just realized that our travel token is on the wrong area of the map. So let me fix that. There we go.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a fairly powerful scroll. That's why it's so complex and has these big words. That one, whatever that is. But I'm pretty sure it heals you.
Wait, Conforcaporker?
Varin
That's
just stares
good.
at both of you.
Cool.
Like, okay. Are we supposed to use it?
Wait, this one word over here doesn't have any vowels in it.
I kind of wonder if it might help Dell. Hold on, let me play with this for a second. Thea's gonna try to like take the scroll aside and just try to like. She can't quite read all the words. She's just kind of like trying to play with it and kind of like reread it like 3 or 4 times, trying to figure out what it means.
That makes sense. It takes a little bit, but you're pretty sure you could work out the correct pronunciations. Do you wish
it
to
does
use
in
it?
curses, including target's tune. Okay, so it ends curses. Not sure what all curses cover, but if Dell's screwed up by magic, there's a fair chance that might help.
That's a fair guess, I suppose.
And it restores. It can kind of help, like, restore people's, like. Oh, hey, you know what? I believe it restores people's intelligence. Given that it's acting dumb as a bucket of rocks, then this might help.
I'm pretty sure it couldn't hurt. Oh.
So, with given that it's not really brought to her, and I believe it was brought to Adran, with his approval, she'll go ahead and cast on Dell.
Wasn't it found on Dell's chest, but I just decided to read it?
Yeah, that's how that went.
My mistake.
No worries.
It's okay. It's just morning. We're still waking up.
I just noticed, I just started taking a look at it over her shoulder. Give me just a quick second to find... Everyone? Nope. Hold on. Nope, I'm in the wrong character sheet. No wonder I can't find it.
That would make sense.
Use magic device. Oops, wrong button.
It's one of
Voila.
those buttons. You're pretty certain you can steal the power of the spell in order to activate it.
Yes. So I will use my use magic device ability to cast the scroll on Dell.
Dell, it's been a very odd experience. You've never, ever in your life imagined that you could have the same thought processes as a slug.
For hours and hours and hours. It was
You come to yourself.
the ground. because for some reason, I just had to move so slowly across the ground.
Plus,
It
there's
was
the whole
weird.
part of chasing butterflies. Del, you come to yourself prone on your back. The last thing you remember was being deep underground. And people just doing all sorts of different things, and Nanny Agatha and other crazy creatures popping out of the air. Now you're outside in the midst of all this deep undergrowth and surrounded by your friends, and everything's calm. It's a very odd transition.
So, what just happened?
Oh, good. It worked, Varin exclaims. Whew. Excuse me. So we have some traveling to do.
Oh,
Sorry.
hold on. I think I have a note somewhere as to what his charisma and intelligence is supposed to be.
This should be on his
14.
character sheet. Should be 14 for each, I believe.
I have it marked as 10 for intelligence, 14 for charisma. Do you have something different?
No, I do not. I was just guessing. That's why I said I believe.
Okay. I really hope that's what that note was for. I was not expecting this issue to last this long.
To be fair, it could have lasted for 30 days if you didn't have a nice DM. Just saying. Alright, so we have some traveling to do in order to get back to our Crusovian allies who are here in the forest making rafts to cross a deadly expanse of water. We kind of left them behind in order to go find fiend-slaying swords, only to find, and also, as well as to block General Desolgor from opening up a second portal. We didn't find the demon-slaying swords, but we did stop the portal being opened, and we got an extra reward of taking on Nanny Agatha. Adran, I imagine you're feeling a little proud of that.
Yes. Very, very proud.
So noted. Varin does not... None of us have to... I'm sorry?
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is
Exactly.
dead. La-dee-doo-dee day.
Okay then. Varin does not have to make survival checks to navigate through the forest, mostly because he can just backtrack the trail that he left for Thía and the others to follow on the way here. That leads us back to the area where we encountered the orcs and the fiend and its prison and everything else that went crazy that night.
Mm-hmm.
Or excuse me, that day. From there, Varin is going to have to track. This is going to be... Let's see what the DC is. Basically, we're going to be backtracking along our own trail, but it's been a day. So basically, this is going to be a DC of 20. So survival. Varin doesn't even pause. He just keeps on going, even though there doesn't seem to be anything for him to follow. Within a few hours of traveling, so it's now about noon. After a few hours of traveling, we find the Crusovians, but they're not at work, as you might expect them to be, to make the boats. Excuse me, the rafts. They're not at work because all about them, and they're not the only, and we elves are not the only ones looking around in amazement. The Crusovians themselves are looking around in amazement at a variety of rafts that are intricately carved with various scenes of woodland growth and creatures. And they're polished, into a gleaming level of cleanliness. They look up at our approach, look at the rafts, look back up at us. We didn't carve these.
Of course not. They were gifts from someone else.
Varin turns and looks at you, Adran, like, excuse me, what?
I don't know
What
what
do you mean?
exactly is going on here, but hey.
You can give me an Arcana check if you like.
Sure. necessarily saying somebody else is specifically looking out for us.
I mean, that's a pretty obvious point. Who would have done it? Why? Who can say?
Don't know.
But although it's pretty obvious that someone is just kind of like, hey, you know what? Here's some boats, and thunk, we have boats. All right, we are going to begin traveling. We've coordinated behind the scenes. I'm sorry, what?
What's inside the boats? Oh, lambas bread.
Woo, food!
And look, more lambas bread.
Lambas bread.
So we have coordinated behind the scenes as to how we're going to handle the travel. So I'm going to provide what amounts to a brief overview with some light traveling rolls from Varin as he guides the Crusovians and the elves back across the desert to where we left the main body of our forces. Pardon me. It is day 106. The morning, which we've now passed, was just normal temperature with a strong wind blowing up from the south, but no sandstorm, thanks to being in this swampy forest area. From noon, as we begin trekking across the desert, it is normal temperature, about 70 degrees, the whole day through. No wind, no precipitation until the evening, where there's a very light breeze from the south, which smells of fetid rot and sulfur. Here's the survival check to navigate across the desert. It's fine. We're going to begin crafting some various things. Pull that up for a second. Del, for you, I have you written down as attuning to a magic candle for during the course of the first day.
Yeah, during the short rest, whenever that pops up.
During a short rest, yes. And then,
which Del needs to review his notes as to what that does. Oops.
Well, while you're doing that, you're also going to work on, spend 8 hours working on a 3rd level spell scroll. Adran, you let me know that... Oh, Thea, I apologize. Before we left this structure, you happened to find what seems to have been, past tense, an old ruined chapel, inside of which you found the following. Are you ready to write this down, or should I put it in chat for you?
Chat would be great.
I will put it in the chat for you. Because I am a kind and benevolent DM, sometimes.
And much more organized and structured than I am.
Here's what you find. You find 1 spell scroll of its lowest level, I forget what that is, 1st or 2nd, I can't remember, of magic weapon, and 1 spell scroll of protection from evil and good.
I actually found a magic weapon scroll?
Ooh, that's actually a good find right there.
You found a magic weapon scroll, so please make sure you check what the rules are for magic weapon, the spell. So that was that. Further, Thea, in the days, and I'm going to say this emphatically, after we return to the main body of Crusovians, you might be able to work with them to earn more spell scrolls as we cross the water. Okay, but that will not work on this journey.
Okay, so for the time being, time is tied up, but maybe in another day, or 3 or 4 or 5, I might be able to work with them more.
Once we rejoin the main body of the Crusovians, the other 3,000. Okay. Adran, you let me know that you wanted to be working on two spell scrolls of shield and 1 spell scroll of protection from evil and good, yes?
Yes.
This is relevant. Which one did you want to work on first?
Protection from evil and good.
Noted. You do complete that on the first day.
Good.
Let me just make this note real quick, excuse me. Like I said, this is relevant. So you can add that to your inventory, and Varin's leather quantity goes down by 1. Save. At the end of the day of travel, Varin is going to begin work on a spell scroll himself, as well as cast non-detection for the elves at least, which takes a pinch of diamond dust. Ta-da! And then he will use hide in plain sight to, well, hide in plain sight. I'm so clever with my words, and I get a 30 to hide. The day passes for the long rest. Day 107 dawns. This day's weather is normal temperatures across the board, 70 degrees all day. At noon, there is a light wind, this time from the north. And in the evening, there's a very light haze of sand that's just kind of like it's more of an irritant than anything else. Survival. Hang on. There we go. Survival check to navigate. Oh yeah, Varin is just. We're booking it across the desert. All right. So for the second day, 107. Del, you're going to finish crafting your 3rd level spell scroll of Aid. Thía has nothing for this day. Adran, you're going to finish working on a spell scroll of Shield. You can add that to your character sheet.
Awesome.
And Varin is going to deduct another piece of leather for your spell scroll. All right, and then
at this point, we've completed a long rest. Yes.
We have completed a long rest. Yes.
So Del would have had a chance to make some spell alterations on his prepared spell list.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
He would have had that chance on the dawn of day 106 and 107, both.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just didn't want to roleplay it. Brain farted. Okay, so day 107, Varin is going to work on that same spell scroll. Oh, I just checked, and apparently I forgot to reset all my spell slots from the previous game. I'm glad I checked. That's awkward. Because basically I had like one 4th level spell slot left. Goodness gracious me. Words. Alright, so that's the spell scroll he's working on, and another casting of non-detection. And then he will once again hide himself. Kind of burrow into the sand. Stealth. 35 to hide. Okay. Day 108 dawns. We will reach the main body of the Chragan, assuming Varin doesn't mess up on his navigation check. Let's check that real quick. Varin does not mess up on navigating. We find our way with ease. So by noon, we'll find the rest of the Chragan. I mean, they are 3,000 people. It's a little hard to miss. Possible, but a little hard. The day is 70 degrees with no wind, no precipitation whatsoever. We are going to reach them around noon. At the end of day 108, Adran, you will be able to add your second spell scroll of Shield.
Cool.
Okay. And at the end of day 108, Varin will be able to finish working on his spell scroll that he's been working on this entire trip. Del.
Got quite a few spell scrolls.
Yes. Del. In order to illustrate what is, in my opinion, a bit of ridiculousness about how they arrange things like crafting rules for D&D 5th edition, between day 107 and day 108, I'm going to hand wave this, basically 1,000 Chragan work together over a period of 8 hours to craft for you a single wooden reliquary, decorated with diamond shards and fragments, containing a small scrap of cloth that once belonged to a saint. That is what it would take for this one item to be made, per the rules in the player's handbook of making a non-magic item.
8,000 hours of labor?
1,000 people over a period of 8 hours to craft a small wooden reliquary. I'm not kidding. That's per the rules in D&D 5th Edition's Player's Handbook. I just wanted to make sure that the ridiculousness of that math was made very clear.
Hi-ho!
But you now have that reliquary that is 1,000 gold value. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Like I said, I do sometimes bend the rules in favor of your players.
Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
I didn't edit it out. That's a private joke, but that's hilarious.
I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you. There, Thea.
I was just saying, I don't know if you need to edit that out as a private joke, but that's hilarious.
I will leave it in. Okay. We return to the main body of the Crusovians. We are beneath a heavy pall of low, overhanging ashen clouds. The smell of smoke and sulfur fills the air. We know it to be noon, although we cannot see the sun. The Crusovians welcome us back, showing shock and surprise at the quality of the boats that we bring back with us. And then, Adran, they bring us elves to the shore, and they show us, out there in the distance, across the vast expanse of water, there is a great flaming barrier. It does not cover the whole horizon. Going by your understanding of the geographical region prior to the massive flood, that would be roughly about where the initial eruption happened. Given that we're looking for a fiendish portal to the realm of the Nine Hells, flames might be a good place to start looking.
Probably.
That's just a guess.
But do we need to though? Ask Thea. I mean,
even as Thea's asking that question, she kind of glances. Hold on. Even as Thea's asking that question, she just kind of glances over, and Varin already has his bow out and is kind of like leaning forward, like, just let me go, let me at him.
Let me go.
So we're not just gonna wait it out and see if it. Oh, frick! It's not going away, is it? Dang it!
Adran, please give me a nature check.
Nature check.
No, with the dice roll, not with the whistles. Wow. Nicely rolled, sir.
Why I whistle.
It is... I'm sorry?
It's why I whistle.
Fair enough. Going by your rough estimation, the flames are about 6 miles away from the shore. The boats travel at about a speed of 1.5 miles an hour. So that means that in order to get there, it's going to be about 4 hours by the boat.
Okay.
It's also just on the very edges of Varin's primeval awareness, as this basically amounts to a desert lake, albeit in vast overgrown size. The location is highlighted.
Sorry.
The location itself is highlighted by constantly burning flames, brilliantly lurid beneath the low ceiling of surly clouds. Going by your mention to the boats, this is a vast army of about 4,000 people. It's going to take them some time to get organized. But a party of 4 might make that trip fairly quickly and see if we can close the portal.
Yes.
Is that what you wish to do, sir?
Yes.
The elves.
We could be much, or at least I could be much more discreet if I was hiding amidst an army of 4,000. 3,000? I don't know. Whatever. Point being, if there's others with us, I don't stand out, right? I don't have
it's 3,000 plus 1,000.
Do we have to be the only ones going at first?
Yes. Varin just hisses. Yes, we do. As we start, before setting out onto the boat, Varin will spend a first level spell slot. And upon expending some magical energy, he will get back some information as he moves forward.
Ooh.
As he steps forward and the flames come more and more within his 6-mile bubble of range,
Hmm.
Varin grins and looks over at you, Adran. So, what do you want first, the good news or the bad news?
Give me the bad news.
Bad news is I sense aberration.
Okay, so give me the good news.
I sense fiend.
Do we? How far do we have to go to get to this thing? 1 day, 2 days, any days?
About 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. Dang it! I missed my opportunity.
For what now?
Oh, I was thinking about Dell trying to divinate some information, but I don't even have any questions on hand, and it's getting close anyways.
So you, Del, as we're drawing near, you could, since you know that we are going to be heading into a fight, and we have 4 hours to travel. Is there anything you want to do as we travel the 4 hours by boat?
Ritual? It's not ritual.
While you're thinking that through, Adran, how do you want us to be divvied up by the boats? We're taking 2 boats. These are essentially 2-man rafts.
Let's have Dell and me in one boat, and you and Thía in another.
Noted. Del?
Sorry, Crutches, you can't come along this time.
Yeah, no, he cannot fit. Del? Anything?
Oh, I wish I knew which questions to ask. I don't think he does.
Any other spells that you want to cast?
I could ritual cast divination in this time.
Can you please put divination in the chat, please?
I tried
yes,
to
I
think
realized
of
I
what
said
question
please
to
twice.
ask.
Thank you. I don't see it being a ritual cast.
It's for some reason not in that description, but if you look it up in the, I don't know, the lexicon or the encyclopedia
handbook?
thing.
In
Yes.
the player's handbook?
It's
I didn't do the player's handbook. I just did the reference source off of Roll20, but it is marked as ritual.
I'm not doubting you, but I want to check because that should be on your spell description.
I don't think it got put in accurately.
Noted.
I might have checked it at some point. Question is, hey Adran, do you have any important questions you want to try and figure out as we approach this scene?
It is a ritual spell. Good catch, sir.
An important question.
What do you... That's what we could ask.
What do you read?
I was thinking more along the lines of what is General DeSolger's biggest weakness? We could ask that.
We could.
We could ask, what dangers do we face? Or what is our biggest weakness as we approach this battle? What else could we ask, Adran?
What should we anticipate?
That's a good question.
Like, are there any traps involved?
Other than just, it being dangerous. We might need to clarify that question. What are we likely to encounter might be more accurate. What perils are we likely to encounter? Is that what you're going for?
Mostly.
So can I ritual cast this twice within the next... At least twice within the next couple of hours, right?
You can, but pay attention to the last few lines. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading.
I'm thinking we cut it off at twice.
It's up to you.
That still gives us a little bit better than 75% chance of being accurate on each thing.
You know what? Why don't we just narrow it down to what is his weakness, so then we can focus on that. Okay?
That'll be the first question. Second question will be...
No. Just leave it to one question. I don't want to take any chances this time.
We'll start with what is his biggest weakness. I know start.
This is gonna go well.
Better not say anything like bananas or anything like that. You know, you might give him gas or something. I don't know.
So yeah, your magic and offering put you in contact with the god or god's servant. We'll ask Seba. He seems like a good person to ask. You ask us a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. Well, within that barrier. DM truthfully reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Should I read this whole thing?
You don't have to.
Okay.
I do have a question. What are you using for a sacrificial offering?
Blood from my hand? Worth 25 gold?
Hilarious, but no. Would you like Varin to try and catch a fish or something? I don't know if that's likely.
That I could maybe offer up a healing potion. I imagine that's worth at least 25 gold.
I will accept that.
Not a healing potion, but per se, but you know, one of my healing items.
Then yes, thank you. Yes, I will accept that. I just wanted to ask the question. It's like I understand what you're going for, but did you read the requirements? I will accept either a hack. I will accept either a hack and leaf brew or a heart sand poultice.
Let me double check my.
And this is what is payment?
Yes.
I know I'm going to offer one of them. I just got to try and do some math real quick.
Certainly.
I'll offer a hack and leaf.
Very well. And what is the question that you wish to ask?
What methods can we best use to destroy General DeSolver? So basically, how best to hurt him and kill him. Basically what I'm going for.
Okay. So the answer comes back. To kill a bear, you hunt it in its lair.
That's it? That's it?
Short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
All that told me is go find it and kill it, which you're already doing.
You can ask your fellow companions.
Sorry, Seba. I'm not just completely dismissing you. I'm going to be respectful.
Hey, Varin.
Other favors to ask in the future.
Huh? What?
Hey, Varin.
Hmm?
How do we hunt a bear?
Well, that's easy. You hunt it in its lair. My father taught me that one.
I thought your little brother taught us that.
I don't have a little brother.
Little brother. And
Are you referring to the Disney movie?
no.
No, that's Brother Bear.
How many warriors went in to go hunt?
as many as you can get.
Oh, that was the 13th Warrior.
13th Warrior!
My brain clicked into gear.
I just watched it like 3 days ago, too, so I'm like, wait a second.
Oh, it's a good movie.
I wish we had 13 chances at this. The murmurs.
So, does Dill share his share the rhyme that he received?
With a little bit of a initially flippant, flabbergasted confusion.
In that case,
That he then quickly disciplines and, admonishes himself for.
Right. Varin stares at Dell and responds, "Oh. That means we can't kill General de Solgor while he's here on this plane. We have to
kill him in his plane.
We have to hunt him down in his home realm and kill him there."
Oh. Can we go back? Can we try this tomorrow?
Go back? No. No.
Well, I mean, like, if we have enough time, I could maybe take us straight to his plane of existence.
Just because you can take us there doesn't mean he's going to be there.
It would actually be kind of nice if we found out a way to hurt him and then banish him to his realm.
You mean, for example, closing the portal that he has from his realm to this realm?
Yeah, something like that.
Which is what we're currently on our way to go to.
Oh.
So...
I thought the fires was another realm that he opened.
So, what was that?
Okay. So our plan then is that we have to... We're anticipating him already coming into our realm.
He's
we have
probably
to push him back
already
into
here.
his, and then we kill him.
Well, we have to...
Twice.
Well, we basically have to find... Regardless, he's here in this realm. We kind of know that because he... And Varin gestures at the fiery barrier. He has a portal from his realm to our world. He's able to traverse and just come here. So the only way we can get him to be where we want him to be is to close that portal. And destroy him here to force him back to his home plane. And then we need to find a way to get back to his home plane before he can, reopen another door.
Lovely. Alright, can I ritual cast it one more time?
You can. And I'm going to roll this in secret. Because that's what the spell description says. So fortunately, I have a dice roller over here on my phone. So give me one. So, are you sure you want to roll it to cast this spell one more time?
Yep.
I'm putting my hands in the water and washing them.
I'm not part of this.
I'm not part of this. I already gave you my vote of don't do it a second time. But you're on your own now, kid.
Alright, Del. I need another hack and me for Heart's Hand Poultice from you.
Sacrificed.
Okay, what is your question?
What is our greatest weakness or vulnerability as we approach this battle?
Fire and poison.
Crap. Oh! I know something else I want to do before we get there.
No, you're not asking a third time.
No, I'm not asking a third question.
We have a few hours. What is it you want to do?
I'm thinking a nice, lake style... Well, middle of the lake now. Whoopsies.
Yes, we are currently rowing.
But, a nice, picnic in the lake type scenario.
Bom. Hero speed. So you're going to destroy one of the jeweled bowls that you have, eh? Excuse me, gem-encrusted bowls?
Yes, as I have those written down somewhere in my inventory.
Okay. I know you do have them, so I'm...
I was a little kind of confused and disoriented as we were approaching this whole scene. Is it at all possible Del could have cast this? My character's moving on me. Is it at all possible Del could have cast this the day before, as we were getting ready to get on the boats?
I'm going to say no.
Dang it. Okay.
There's no way you would have known that this would have been necessary the day prior. Because you didn't even have the thought to start casting divination until we were getting ready to go set sail towards this fiery location. You know?
Yeah, I struggle with some of the scenes trying to figure out when to do what. Okay.
But you can cast it now. Do you wish to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Del.
gonna check and see if it's a ritual option.
It is not a ritual.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
What was that, Adran?
It's going to take you about 10 minutes to cast it.
Indeed. So Del, you focus on the bowl, and over a period of 10 minutes, basically do nothing else but focus on the bowl with its cute little gems all sparkling in the darkness. After 10 minutes, the bowl disintegrates from your hands, and across both of our boats appears a marvelous spread of food. Del, please roll me 2 Delta 10. When you're able.
Somebody want to pass me the floating plate of mashed potatoes?
Here you go. Tosses it at you. Alright, so all of us gain 13 normal hit points, as well as increasing our maximum by 13. So, for example, my current hit point maximum is 150. It is now 163, and my current hit points goes up with that. Del, you would also, by the way... Sorry?
Thea's gonna call dibs on the turkey's wishbone in hopes for a moment of inspiration or great luck.
We'll see how that goes. Also, for the next... And that boost lasts for 24 hours. Furthermore, for those next 24 hours, we are immune to all poison and being frightened, and all wisdom saving throws are made with advantage.
For 24 hours.
For 24 hours. Please do remember to write down your normal hit point maximum and current hit points. So I think for Del, his current is 90. And then Del's also going to give us some temporary hit points, which is 19 temporary hit points. Thank you, Del, for the inspiring speech that goes along with our meal.
Eat well, drink, and be merry. I'm not sure we're gonna get another dawn after this.
Oh, we'll get one. Varin's grumbling into his suit. We're gonna get one. It takes an hour to eat. Anything else that you want to do, Del, as we're drawing closer?
I think I'm running out of options. Let's go.
There is one other that we discussed that you do have time to cast. Well, let me rephrase. You would have to upcast it.
Upcast it? I would have to upcast
Yes, because you used your 6th level spell slot for Hero's Feast. Well, that went through the chat by a bit. Do you wish to cast this before we arrive?
Yeah.
Okay. There's other than vocal and somatic, there's no other components. There's a few minutes before we arrive. You are working on this spell. You complete the casting time, and you immediately sense a presence nearby. And even Thea and Varin both twitch suddenly and glance in that direction, like, "Whoa, something just arrived here." You cannot see who's here. You just sense its presence, and then a deep, resonant voice. You called for my aid.
Yes. Seba?
This is not Seba.
Loyal servant of Seba?
This is yes. There's a brief. Call me Raphael.
Big gulp. And a notably lower head. It seems we are about to go and do battle with one of your enemies.
Which one do you speak of?
Us? He has called himself General de Solgar.
Ah. You are in for a stiff battle. I am willing to do this and provide you aid, battle, little one. There is a matter of payment. I will give you a choice, young Dell. If you should survive the battle, construct a shrine to remember it. Should you fall, one of your allies should build it in your place. Or, Adran, you sense the will of this being suddenly turned upon you. Give to me the keystone artifact which you bear.
Sounds fair.
Which do you choose?
Dell volunteered to build a monument if he survives. If not, Agent can pay the keystone artifact as an alteration.
Certainly.
The contract is made. And the invisible presence continues forward alongside us, accompanied by the sound of flapping wings. Right. We are at our destination. Are you all ready?
It is I'm gonna get, I guess.
Let's see. I really want to be ready, so I'm actually going to take off my shield because I want to equip my bow.
Noted.
So I am ready to go.
Thea is gonna cast a 3rd level spell of oh wait, no. I'll wait on that.
Would you like me to read the narration of our destination before you make tactical decisions?
I would like to hear that.
Fair. Fire crackles and roars with deep, unnatural voice on the surface of the water, casting a pall of opaque smoke skyward. To the west of our angle of approach, there seems to be a gap in the ring of fire, creating only one safe passage. Moving through it, Adran, you mentally measure the width of the fire to be 50 feet from edge to inner ring. Coming through the gap in the fire wall, we are confronted by an outflung arm of the island, over which courses rivulets of steaming, sulfur-stinking water. The arm rises from the surface of the boiling, overgrown lake, to a hump of unnaturally off-white, bulbous limestone. That rises sharply up to a constantly spewing spray visible over the crest of the hill. Let's see if this works. There we go. So we are working our way through a 50-foot wide bed of fire that lies over the surface of the water towards this arm of the island. Make sense? I see a measuring stick down there. It does extend off screen.
Ah, I was confused.
No worries. Adran, would you want yourself and Del to be in the lead, or would you want Thía and Varin to be in the lead? You're muted, sir.
Let's have the stealthiest ones in front, and then me and Del would be in the rear. So
okay. Thía and Varin are going to make their way forward. Oops. Right. I don't want to use that option right here. Got it. Give me 1 second. Ooh, my wrist. Okay, I'm going to move our tokens. So give me 1 second. There. And now the boat. There we go. Thía, are we heading for land right here or somewhere else?
I'm feeling anxious. Let's take a section option and aim here.
Okay.
I'm just anxiously worried about traps. And
Del, I'm sorry,
or Varin, how much do you think you want to use your bow over a melee weapon?
I'm thinking I want to use it as much as possible. And as he says this, Varin is going to pull out his bow and use his action right away to activate the longbow of defense. So he gets a +3 to his armor class.
ooh, nice.
I'm going to help you out, and I'm going to cast Magic Weapon. With my
Does
spell.
Magic Weapon as a spell
Oh,
work on magic weapons?
oh wait, I didn't realize you had a magic bow. I'm sorry, I assumed you only had the magic quiver. That's my mistake.
I do have a magic quiver, but I also have a my longbow of defense is a magic weapon. It became, well, it was one already, but it gained the defense after we cleansed the shrine.
Yeah, that's a misconception on my part. I totally missed that thing that you literally just said before I said that.
I do have non-magical swords, but do you want to cast that right now? Because I'm leaning towards using my bow because it helps me defend myself. Adran and Del, while this is being discussed with Thía and Varin, where do you want yourself and Del to move? The boat, I don't believe, is assigned to you, so please let me know where you want to move.
Del's just gonna follow Adran.
Fair. Where to, sir?
Well, I'm just trying to get a better feel for the lay of the land, and I think we want to go right at the tip of this point.
Alright, just give me a ping, sir. I believe you were indicating here.
Wait a minute.
Sure.
Yes, I just need a moment here.
Okay. Thía, you currently do not sense the presence of our invisible companion, although we do hear him flapping somewhere nearby.
Right, okay, that one. Okay, yeah. And Thía is gonna take a moment then, since I misconceived what I was about to do, and cast Magic Weapon on herself.
How long does Magic Weapon last? I know it's a concentration spell.
Up to 1 hour.
Okay. That's an awesome spell.
That's the concentration? The time claw?
That's the token I use most often, yes. So that was Varin's action. He's going to use his bonus action to go as quietly as he can. Hopefully. With a 23... With 23, Varin is moving quietly. However, it is pretty well lit with the fire. Alright, that's the use of reliable talent. So Thea, you're at a 27. So basically, we are moving very soundlessly, but very visibly. Make sense?
Kind of. And this whole thing kind of rises up like a mountain, right?
Yes, and if you see down here... Hang on. If you see over here where the blackness is, that's where the hill rises up more sharply.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay.
And that's where we can't see over. Adran, I see you're muted. Where would you like... You can go ahead and position yourself on the land if you wish. This is lumpy, bulbous, basically piled up bunches of stone. It is normal terrain.
Okay, I was just about ready to ask you if it was difficult terrain or not.
No worries. It looks and feels like we're walking on an alien landscape. Well, Adran, where to? Oh, he's muted. And I've just noticed my token is... Alright, Del, you're equipping your Staff of Healing, or are you also equipping your shield?
Yes, shield.
Noted, sir.
Del's gonna basically, until stated otherwise, until he actually has something to do, he's gonna keep using his action to cast shield on... Let me see something here. No.
That shield portion only lasts for like 6 seconds.
Yeah. Only lasts until his turn, basically. Basically what I'm aiming to do is I'm aiming to keep doing it again and again and again. Just kind of keeping it active until we actually start combat and he has something else to do with his action.
So you're just kind of, as you're walking, just constantly like, erecting a brief little sparkling barrier around yourself.
Yeah, for the moment he'll keep doing it on Thea, although I might change that in the near future depending on positioning.
Okay. There we go. Now my health bar is showing up. Yay! Alright. So Varin, having hidden and activated his defensive longbow, he's now going to try and see if he can find any tracks. Varin kind of kneels down, looks around, doesn't see anything that outstanding, sniffs at the air, kind of wrinkles his nose up, ugh, and then gesture the rest of you forward.
He's gonna move up about here. Nope.
To the base of the hill? Oh, you're going to go up over the hill. Got it.
Just, I'm gonna be like crouched real low, so I'm gonna be careful not to silhouette myself on the top, but I'm working my way up there.
Are you going to ask if Varin detected anything, or just walk on by him?
I'm going to have a ready in action with an arrow in my bow, just in case.
Noted. What were we saying, Thea?
Oops.
Oops, what?
Basically, I'm working my way up to about this point, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay crouched real low, and I just want to peek my head over the top, not necessarily silhouette my entire body.
Right. There is another layer or level of a hill there, and you sense the presence of something flapping up nearby you. It is the familiar sound of Dell's summoned ally.
Yeah.
Adran and Dell, did you both want to move up? And Adran, when you get a chance, would you please let me know what your intended trigger is again?
I guess my intended trigger is anything that comes out towards you guys up front.
Noted. Dell, you have your staff in hand and your shield. Anything else that you want to have available? Or just keep following quietly? Dell?
I think it's mostly just keeping that staff of healing shield effect active.
Okay.
Although, while he's within range at least, which I think I currently am. Yes, while you're in range at least, he'll keep it on Varin. And if that doesn't work, then he'll switch to do it on Thía.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yes. Okay. Varin is nearing the crest of the hill, beckoning the rest of you onward. And then he kind of twitches a little, he looks around. I thought I sensed something. Not sure, it's almost like I can hear breathing. And it's not from any of you. Thea, you can almost sense that same sort of like breathing-like sensation. But it's kind of hard to tell with all the spewing spray of this jet stream of steaming water that's over the crest of this hill.
Remind me again where we decided to do this alone, not with the giant frickin' army with us?
Varin looks around. Don't think they would fit here.
Okay. Some of them would have fit with us, right?
Plus, we've been fighting just alongside each other for quite a while.
And with that little side comment, Thea's gonna kind of try and peek her head up over the crest here.
Go ahead and move yourself up a little. Thea, you raise your head and look down into what looks like a stone bowl of what seems to have been liquefied stone that settled and solidified in a swirling, convoluted pattern of not quite solid matter. The top of this hill descends rapidly into a swirling vortex of what seems to be blood-soaked water, and in the center of it is an unholy fire. Do you look into it?
Nope. I look up.
The spray that we have been seeing spew from this crater is being gathered from the steam of the water that surrounds the vortex. This fiery, bloody vortex is superheating the water into a constant eruption of steam and spray that seems to have particles of stone mixed into it. Varin comes up alongside you, looks down into it as well. Well, I've seen prettier sights, I think.
Wait, so you look into the pit, the void of...
No, he just looks at the same sight you did. Adran and Dell, what are you two doing? As you watch Varin and Thea crawl up here, look over and just kind of go, ugh.
I'm kind of standing back just in case.
Noted.
I don't feel too easy being near there, but I'm keeping your guys' backs in check. Or
Thea,
basically watching your back.
Yeah. Thea, what is your passive perception?
$17.
Thank you.
Dell's is 21.
Thank you. Adran, what's your passive perception?
Hang on.
I'm holding on
16.
with great anticipation. What?
16.
Okay. And Adrian, it looks like Dell is starting his way up the hill, drawn
I
by
see.
some sort of sick fascination.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I have this weird, bizarre, stupid, self-sacrificing devotion to try and keep you guys safe and alive.
To be fair, we've kept you alive for a while. Dell, you're not able to see this, nor are you, Adran. Thea, you and Varin see. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Over here, the stone itself it still seems to be somewhat shifting, as though it's not quite fully settled into a solid state. Varin's looking around like, I still... And Thea, you and Varin both are just like constantly this at the edges of our awareness, this sensation of something breathing nearby. But it's hard to tell exactly.
We're already being watched.
It's almost, one might say, quiet. Too quiet.
Quiet.
Nobody deserves an inspiration point for that.
Aww. And it's at this point. The stone here is shifting. And you can see that it's, like as I said, it's still somewhat more liquid than actual solid. So it's still in a softer matter state. Are those antennae poking up through the stone dirt mixture? There's a scrabbling of movement, and long, hooked, hairy legs poke through the surface and Sorry?
Like, as I've seen this, Thea wants to take an instant shot at it.
Well, so far, there's nothing that you've actually fully seen, and you didn't have a ready to action, so no. Because I'm still narrating stuff, so shush you. You've been told.
Trying to beat that initiative, dang it.
Protuberances begin to spread up and out, and then a layer of stone, almost like a door, is pushed up, forward, down with a splashing, cracking boom. And we can roll for initiative.
Dang it. Trying to find a way ahead of that.
Thank you, Adran. Oh, Varin, initiative 7. What? Not forgetting to roll for our summoned ally.
That's Thea then Dell.
Did you remember to click on your tokens?
Yes.
Excellent. Alright, let's get the tracker up and then sorted, and we can kick into combat. Is everyone ready and excited?
Oh yeah.
Did Thea get a shot off before it all started?
I'm gonna say no, because you did not have a ready to action. If you had had a ready to action, I would have accepted it, but no.
I had a ready in action, but nothing happened according to my ready in action. So I'm still fine.
From your point of view, Adran, all that's happened is you've heard stone crash and crack, and probably Adran, you would have seen Adran and Thea stiffen and start preparing for combat. So you know that something's happening. You just can't see what's happening.
Right.
Speaking of, Adran, it is your turn, sir. You muted yourself on your turn, sir.
Yeah, I had a snack in my mouth.
I do appreciate that, thank you. And I'm sure that our good listeners at home appreciate it too.
Yes.
I was gonna
So I run just straight on up here,
Okay.
using about half my movement speed.
Are you where you can actually see over the edge? Because I don't think you are.
See over the edge? No, I'm actually right behind you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna say, for the purposes of this, we would have been approaching prone. You're running up standing. You can basically just kind of like step over us if you want, and into the bowl. But from where you are currently, you're not really able to see yet what's inside. Make sense?
Oh, okay.
So you could just step up here and then here. Oh, and Thea, I almost forgot. We need to add your Thieves' Reflexes turn, which should be a 13.
Yes.
Adran, you look into this bowl, and you see two things. Let me think about this, actually. You see three things right off the bat. Aside from the swirling vortex of flaming terror that's transmuting the rock and water into something absolutely nightmarish, you see a huge insect, ant-like thing with this dripping mandibles, and over here something with glittering eyes. Behind them, you see passages carved into the stone. What would you like to do, sir?
Well, anything with glittery eyes needs a little light up.
Fair enough.
So I'm shooting my lightning arrow at that guy.
Take the shot. You are not shooting from hidden, so your shot is at normal.
Yep.
And let me double check something while you're getting that going. Oh, it starts to right. Never mind. Okay. 27 to hit is going to hit, sir, for 6 lightning damage. There you go.
I almost feel like I just barely grazed him with that kind of a shot.
Just bolts lightning, just and then turns its glittering eyes towards you. Same target?
Yep.
That's a hit for 12
Wow.
lightning damage. Quite a difference. One shot to the next, double damage. Okay. That's 2 shots.
And then I'm turning my gaze towards the other creature across the way.
Okay. Who for some reason is not displaying its health bar like it should be. Let's see if we can fix that. Save. Weird. Why did it check? Okay. 28 to hit is a solid hit for 10 lightning damage.
After I let the lightning arrow shoot and or shoot from my bow, I look down at Varin and say, "Well, you can now choose your target for Hunter's Mark."
Or do you mean Colossus Slayer?
Or that too.
Alright, so you used half your movement to get to here. So that's 20, 25, 30. You still have 10 feet of movement left to you. Do you want to move anywhere? Adran? Noted. Thank you, sir. In that case, we move. Let me scroll up. There we go. Not Thea's turn. Checking the range. There is a howling sound from above. The sound of flapping leathery bat-like wings. And an infernal cry. And alright, first shot is going to come at you, Adran. Ready, set, fire. I get an 11.
Oh, that misses.
Second shot at Thea. No, not Thea. Del. I'm pretty sure that misses as well.
Miss.
Thía, there is something coming screaming out of the sky overhead. And there are these two insectoids and the caves behind them.
Maybe you should try looking with your eyes.
What do you want to do?
Wait, okay, so it is my turn now. There's something I
Yes.
don't see coming out of the sky above, or what? I don't understand.
You haven't not looked up.
Oh, I looked up when I saw the void thing, and I didn't look into the void thing.
True. You did mention that specifically, so I thank you. So you see bolts of flame come ripping out from the clouds, and the brief wingtips of something flying overhead. But whatever it is staying in the clouds itself.
Can I see it well enough to shoot it without a problem, or no?
You can take a shot at it, but you can't see it, and it can't see you. So that would mean that you're shooting at normal.
Right. I prefer to kill this one.
That makes sense. So that means you're going to have... you're looking at it, yes?
Oh, I think I'm going to regret this, but yes.
Are you within 30 feet of it?
I'm going to regret this. I am not!
Let's check.
I'm 35 feet.
There's a significant amount of exultant joy to your voice. You look at it, and it does have glowing eyes. What would you like to do, sir?
I will soon back up after I shoot it. Okay, I
will say, you are hidden from it. That grants you advantage on your shot. However, based on your description, on both you and Baron's description of our approach, we're basically prone. So if you want a shot at advantage, you need to stand up.
Well, I'll spend 5 feet of movement to stand up.
That makes sense. Exactly. And then you can take a shot at advantage, sir.
And I don't have a button. I do not have a button for it. However, as I mentioned earlier, I do have magic weapon activated. So this will come with an unmarked +1 to attack and damage.
Before you take that shot, then hang on 1 second. I can actually fix that for you real quick. Attack modifier. Wrong button. This button. Magic weapon 1. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So you're using a sharpshooter as well?
Yes. And oh, I missed the advantage button.
Okay, so we'll go with the 26 minus 4. So that's a 22 to hit, and that hits. Give me sneak attack, sharpshooter, and arrow. So that's 10 from sharpshooter, 43 from 33 from sneak attack, 9 from the arrow, so 52 damage. Yes. Watch that health bar. Very bloody.
Don't like those eyes. Don't like those eyes.
Blood makes the grass grow. Kill, kill, kill.
And then you run away. It takes a shot and goes, "Nope, I'm out. Bye." All right. Anything else for you?
As I dip, I'm gonna kind of crouch low behind the crest of this hill and bonus action hide.
Let's see it. Where's the dice gone? That is a roll of 9. So that's the use of reliable talent. As mentioned, you are still illuminated, so you're visible. So basically, if anything gets line of sight on you, you're not hidden from them. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, but whatever. And basically, in order to do that, they have to actually, see you. All right. So that was Thea's first turn on her first round. Ooh, excuse me. This creature is just going to spend its turn flying, so to speak, because it has to get within range. Moving on. What could ever be the matter? I need to check a quick rule here real quick, so give me 1 second. Wrong section. Went too far. Here we go. No? Here we go. I think this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so that's going to be different. Okay. Alright, thank you for that. I had to check a quick rules clarification. No? Actually, yes, okay. Okay. Let's get these guys on the field. They're going to have to move around that insect. From around this insect over here, pouring out through the cavern of the hole that it left, come a group of orcs. I have to arrange it. Sorry, give me 1 second.
One little, two little, three little orkies, four little, five little, six.
No inspiration point for you yet. Although that was very clever. That orc went the wrong way. There we go. that orc does not step into the water.
That orc went the wrong way.
They are going to rush up using their bonus action to dash. Come on.
Ooh. Just when I was about ready to put away my bow and pull out my shield.
Right? Now you have it. Incentive. Okay. This orc is not able to get into melee with you, sir, so he's just going to come rushing up here, and he's going to hurl a javelin at you. So, 4 attacks coming, and then 1 javelin. Make sense? Ruby.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, I thought all the other orcs used their action to dash.
Nope, their bonus action to dash.
Oh.
I get a 12, a 16, a 14, and a 19. I'm pretty sure they all miss.
I'm at a 21.
And here comes the javelin. And there's 21. Would you like to catch?
Shield!
20 as it bounces off your armor.
One spell scroll removed.
I almost imagine like you have these spell scrolls just arranged in a bracelet around your wrist.
Dude, that's exactly how I see it too.
Nice. Alright, so that was them.
Let's see, where's my shield? There it is. Yay. Now I'm at a 26.
Yay. Checking. Okay.
Varin, that was close.
Yeah, I noticed. Varin doesn't actually answer because Varin does not actually answer because Varin is hidden behind the edge of the hill. So that's 10, 15.
Wait,
20,
I thought he was there.
25, 30.
Guess I'm talking to myself.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
I seem to be surrounded.
Indubitably. Alright, same approach. 4 attacks, and then javelin.
Oh, goody, goody, goody.
Hey, at least now you have shield cast. 10,
Yeah.
21, 8, and 19.
Hey, almost another hit, but sorry, guys. Shield.
It's a 26 to hit you, right?
Yes, a 26 to hit me.
Nice.
And the javelin just goes flying over the shield. Oh,
Right. Yeah. Missed you by a long shot there.
by a long shot.
I knew it was a long shot when I tried, but I had to. Alright. And then there's a bubbling giggle.
Oh no, wait, that's not coming from me.
No, it isn't. As out from the passageway behind that insectoid squeezes a massive bulk of a red bipedal toad-like entity. I'm gonna say that's as far as he can get for his turn. This guy is gonna have to 10. There we go. He's on the field. All right. The semi-insectoid-like thing with glittering eyes is going to rush right through the stone, as though the stone is just ordinary walking ground. And come ripping out through the other side of this artificial hill, leaving behind it a furrow in the stone and exposing more passageways. Thea, we move to your turn for Thieves' Reflexes. You are currently hidden, at least from the orcs and the creature with the glittering... you said you hid... Let's see. You are... Your line of sight on this creature with the glittering eyes is obstructed. Continue with your turn, please.
Why is it every time I pre-plan what I'm gonna do, you just mess it up?
Because I'm an awesome DM. What would you like to do?
I had plan 1. Orcs appeared and moved. I had plan 2. Right before my turn, out of the creature moves.
I mean, I thought that when he decides the initiative order.
No, just like I quickly reoriented the new plan, and right before I activate it, nope, never mind.
All right, Thea, what do you got?
I have a rules clarification question.
Okay.
Since I am hidden from the orcs, can you see this line?
I can see that line.
If I move along this line, do I provoke attacks of opportunity? Oh, well, assuming they have the capacity, do I provoke attacks of opportunity or no?
So, an attack of opportunity is triggered by a creature's ability to see you when you leave their space. You're currently not seen by them. All their attention is focused inward on Adran.
Okay. In that case,
So that would...
I will move.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
25. And okay. I believe that Thea basically kind of raises her head and stands up. This creature is already within her sight, it seems.
Yes, that human is within your sight, and so is that orc that's immediately next. That is almost immediately next to you. There's my mouse.
I'm gonna shoot at this thing.
That one right there.
Yes.
As mentioned, it is a human. Okay, you can go with me on. Let me check these. Yes, you have advantage on the shot.
Yes.
So that is a 26 to hit, which is definitely going to hit, and I'm on the wrong layer. Alright, so that's 7 from the arrow.
Hey,
10 from... Wait, yep, there's 10 from sharpshooter. Oh! There should also be an additional 1 to damage.
Yes, I did not see that.
Let me quickly adjust that on your character sheet as well, so we don't forget that again. You're quite welcome. Bear in mind, this only applies to your bow. If you use any other weapon, you have to remember to turn off magic weapon.
Yes. And I imagine that probably affected the last attack, even though I don't think it's really worth doing.
For the creature with the glittering eyes, I already adjusted it.
Oh, okay.
Because that was a DM mistake. Alright, so 10 from sharpshooter, 1 from magic weapon, so that becomes 11, plus 28 from sneak attack, and 7 from piercing. So that's 39 and 7, that's 46 damage. Watch that human's health bar. There you go.
Well, that sounds encouraging. And I will
Your arrow...
crouch back down.
Okay.
I will bonus action hide. And I find the correct button. There it is.
And you have 10 feet left to you. Alright, there's these reliable talent. You have 10 feet left to you.
Yep, there.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, we move to Dell. It is your turn, little one.
Killed.
You just hear howls, and then you see these orc figures lining the hilltop, and then the sound of something ripping through stone. What would you like to do? What you got? What you got?
That there real quick. I'm trying to think.
What you got, man? What you got?
Permission denied. Don't think, do!
Or do not. There is no try.
Inspiration points. If you don't already have one.
I still have one.
Why don't you use those? I hand them out like candy.
Only when I got a good line.
I hand them out like crazy. Use them more often.
I know.
Dell?
Yes,
Oh.
a second. 3, 4, 12, 5. That's at least 6. I'm going to use my action to cast Spirit Guardian.
Alrighty. Radius 15 feet. You are surrounded in a nimbus of glowing angelic spirits. Ta-da!
And I will move up here next to Varin.
Okay. So those orcs will have to make their saving throws at the start of their turn, yeah?
I believe.
I'm sorry?
Second. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d8. I will dictate radiant damage as opposed to necrotic.
Makes sense.
Or on a successful it takes half, or on a successful save it takes half damage.
Spirit Guardians round 1. There you go. Alright, Del, anything else?
He uses his action to cast a spell, and there's a bunch of ancient warrior spirits kind of arise around him in this kind of misty fog. He steps up next to Varin and says, "I'm here!" I don't know why I'm here. I should not be here, but I'm here!
Noted. In that case, Del, there's a bubbling, burbling noise from out there in the water. You turn and glance over your shoulder.
I don't look into the void. I do not look into the void. I do not look into the void. I do not look into the void.
Not that water. The water's to the north.
Oh, okay.
And you see a mass of seaweed moving towards the boats. The boats that are our only means of getting here or leaving here.
Okay. That doesn't seem good. I would also like to use my interaction to store my Staff of Healing.
Your Staff of Healing is stowed. Adran.
Yeah.
You hear this. I think, Del, you can see this. Yes. And then Varin. Yes. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Varin and Adran both hear. Adran, Varin, and Del, but all hear. And Del, you see, as out to the west of us, the water begins to bubble and boil. Like a cauldron boiling. And masses and masses and masses of tentacles begin to rise up out of the boiling waters.
Do not disturb the waters.
Alright, we move to Varin's turn, whose attention was focused down into this pit, rather than out from it. And then all this stuff happens. Varin's going to think carefully. Varin is in. So he's going to slip away out of the Spirit Guardians, jump and leap over the gap that this creature tore through the stone, turn around, and he's going to bonus action cast a spell.
Right after I come to try and be your friend, you leave me behind in the dust.
Let's see how quick my hands can move on this. And my action is going to be... Oh, look, there it is. Volley. And look at that. All those orcs are within the circumference. Noted, Adran, this is going to be the first time that you've stood more or less in the center of one of Varin's hailstorms. For lack of a
yes, that's a good way of putting it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. Let me see if I can adjust that just a little bit. Why not? Can I? Oops.
He's just barely in it.
So that's going to be 10 shots. And I just cast Swift Quiver. So I'm not going to use any arrows on this. I'm going to start from top left and work my way to the right. So 3 shots. First shot at advantage and sharpshooter. No Colossus Slayer because target's not wounded. I'm sorry, what was that, sir?
I said, okay. This is gonna be fun.
17 minus 5 is 12 to hit. Checking armor class. That's a glancing blow. 23 damage. 10 from sharpshooter, 13 from the arrow. So that's going to be 12 points of damage. Watch that health bar. That guy's basically doomed. Second shot at normal. I'm going to keep sharpshooter on.
Oh boy.
21 minus 5 is 16 to hit, which is definitely going to hit. 10 from sharpshooter, 9 from the arrow for 19 total damage and death.
And
hey, look, Adran, there's a way open right there.
Hey, thank you.
I've opened the door for you. We're here to close the door, and I opened one for you.
And I had a plan up my sleeve. Wait till you see my turn.
Speaking of, third shot. 20 minus 5 is 15 to hit. Yes, that hits. 10 from sharpshooter, 12 from the arrow for a total of 22 and death. I haven't even used Colossus Slayer yet. No one survived long enough for me to use it. Alright, 2 shots. One to your west and one to your east. (28) and 31, both minus 5. 23 and 26, both are going to hit. First shot is going to be 10 for sharpshooter, and then 18 from the total for after the arrow, so it's a total of 18 and death. There it is. The second orc over there dies as he takes 20 points of damage. 10 from sharpshooter, 10 from the arrow. You're just standing there in this funnel of arrows as orcs are dying all around you.
Yeah, I look at them and say like, oh, heads up.
You're about to suffer. 15 minus 5 is 10, and that's going... Yes, that's going to miss this fellow on the very edges of Varin's range. Right here. So 10 shots. That one miss so far.
It lands right next to his shoe or his boot.
Right.
And it makes him go, ah! Freak out.
2 more. So 21 minus 5 is 16, which is going to hit. That's 10 from sharpshooter and 11 from the arrow. 21 and death. Really, what does that look like?
Death.
What now?
Teen Keiko Death, Little Red Cookbook.
25 to hit, 10 from sharpshooter, and then 23 total from after the arrow. So 23, that's death.
Goodness. And I had a strategy and everything for this, but you're just taking them all out.
29 minus 5 is 24 to hit for another 10 from sharpshooter, 10 from the arrow, 20, so 20 points of damage, and death.
Bleh.
What was that you were going to say there, Del? Or Thea? Which was it? I thought someone was going to say something. Final shot. Gotcha. So it's 23 to hit. 10 from sharpshooter and 8 from the arrow. 18 damage, and that orc dies.
That so far has been your best with volley.
I honestly do think you're right. I think that's been my best round of volley ever, and then just massive. Come on. Death. I think I only 2 survived that onslaught.
Yeah. One just barely.
I moved 30 feet, so I'm going to move just a little bit further over. Wrong way. There we go. Just want a little extra room. Alright, so that was Varin's turn, and look, Adran, you're surrounded by dead bodies, all with an arrow plunged through them.
Oh dear me. Whatever shall I do? Hop over one.
And then it's this guy's turn. Del, you summoned someone earlier. A massive being suddenly appears, utterly hairless with kind of this green skin and two massive wings. He pulls out from his side a massive sword, looks up and rockets skyward in a burst of glorious radiance as he charges up into the clouds. So basically he flies up 120 feet. And then he's going to attack. As soon as my mouse will register. He's attacking the wing, the creature with the wings that was hurling fire at us earlier. Okay. So attack one. Sorry.
Goody goody.
Yes, indeed.
Yay.
That doesn't apply. Okay. First attack. 23 to hit.
Oh.
19 slashing and 17 radiant. Let me
What
find
was
that
he
creature.
going after?
There was something flying in the cloud cover that was hurling fire at us. That's going to hit
Oh, yes, that's right.
for a total of 36 damage.
Kappa.
That was attack 1. And then attack number 2.
Oh.
That's also going to hit.
Oh, gosh.
16 to 24, that's 40 points of damage.
Oh, my gosh.
And whatever he's fighting is not yet bloodied.
Oh, no way. Good job, Del, for summoning this guy. Really saved our necks.
Del, what are your thoughts on this?
Time will tell. But
What?
so far,
Sorry,
yay.
what?
Time will tell. But so far, yay.
Ah, gotcha. So thank you. Alright, so we move on in the initiative order. Double checking on this again. Alright. Del, Adran, the 2 orcs, and Thea. I need dexterity saving throws, please. And then the 2 orcs as well.
Can I use my inspiration point to roll at advantage?
You can. Thea, that 25 dex save, was that for Thea or for Del?
I'll let you guess.
I see. The 15 is for Del. Got it.
Yeah. The high one is Thea, the low one is Del.
Yay.
Thank you. Adrian, that 9 is turned into a 24 by thanks to your inspiration point.
Yes.
The orcs get a 14 and a 9 each. Where'd it go? There he is. Okay. Where's the spell save DC? There it is. Well, Del, you're gonna fail. Sorry. Adrian, you succeed. Thea, you succeed. The orcs fail. As General de Solgor's voice is heard, and a tiny bead of black fire ripples out of the clouds overhead and strikes the ground. As he casts Fireball.
Olay.
Alright, so, Thea, because you succeeded, you're going to take 0 damage thanks to evasion. Adrian, you're going to take... Wow, that's really low damage for Fireball, isn't it? I rolled so many 1s. 1, 2, 3... He rolled 4 1s in that Fireball. Wow. Adrian, you're going to take only 8 points of fire damage. Del, you're going to take 16, and I need a Constitution saving throw for Spirit Guardians. Yeah, you succeed.
Deep breath.
The orcs are going to fail and take 16 points of fire damage each. Which basically means they're both dead. I'm not kidding. They're both dead. You and... There we go.
Whoa.
So General Distolgor has made his introduction.
He just fired on his own men.
To be fair, there were only 2 of them, and one was going to die anyways. Oh, and Varin didn't hide earlier. Something comes flapping up over the lip of the hill, and comes up right behind Varin. This attack, and then this attack. Both miss, because Varin has longbow defense active, and his super awesome armor.
Nice.
As this thing comes whipping up and screaming at his back. Let's see how close this guy is. 35 feet from Varin. Where are you? There's your sheet. Now we're back. Unfortunately, not close enough. So it's gonna move closer.
Makes
and
sense.
now both this winged thing and Varin have to make a saving throw, which I will double check here in a moment. As its mandibles spread open and a 5-foot wide line of acid sprays out for 30 feet from its mouth.
Ew.
It looks like stomach bile. Dexterity saving throw from the flying creature. It barely meets the DC. And then from Varin. Varin succeeds. By a lot. By 10. Varin succeeded by 10.
Duck and cover!
Half damage on a success. Alright. Who would like to roll for me? 3 Delta 6 acid.
Dibs.
3 Delta 6 coming up.
Thea called dibs.
Go for it.
Never mind. Thea yields right of dibs.
Yes.
So I'm rolling 3 Delta 6.
3
You
Delta
got it.
6 acid. And thanks to evasion, Varin's going to take 0 damage from this. Woohoo! However, the creature behind him is going to take 14. To which he is not immune or resistant. Thank you, Adran.
You're welcome.
Takes 14 acid damage. Okay, that token is in the wrong initiative order. Where's the other one? Oh, it should be. Okay. Let me fix this real quick. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, I don't mind.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. There we go. Alright. Last, but not least, perhaps, maybe. There's a bubble of more water, and a clicking, and a clacking, and a cracking, and a snapping.
Sounds like dinner.
There it is. It's gonna go to here. Alright. Top of the round. Let me see how we're doing for time. Do we want to go a little bit longer, or are we going to call it here for the night?
I don't mind going a little longer.
I can see doing one more.
Alright. Then onward we go. Adran, to you, sir.
Well, my shield dissipates. I still have my bow in hand. Thanks
You
to
do.
Varin for knocking out all those orcs. Thank you, Varin.
You're welcome.
I don't have to drop my bow and pull out my sword and shield, which I was planning on doing just that, pulling out my sword, my shield, then using arcane charge, or I'm sorry, an action surge to cast a particular spell that would make things a little more fun and difficult for the orcs. But apparently you've decided to just wipe them all out, and I go, okay. Drawing out another lightning arrow, I aim at the creature that's right next to Varin.
Oh, actually, before you do that, I'm going to need from you, sir, a charisma saving throw.
A charisma saving throw.
A charisma saving throw, or you can avert your eyes so you're not glancing in the direction of this thing.
Can I close my eyes?
You can close your eyes.
Okay. And then I'm
so-
shooting at disadvantage then.
Correct, because you cannot see. Bummer.
Alright. But I can
wanted to see a
definitely
save-
hear its sorrowful screams.
Oh yeah, you can hear it.
Alright, so I'm going to shoot in just that general direction.
Nice. Let's see it. Pardon me.
Oh my gosh.
That'll hit.
Are you kidding me right now? Maybe I should be shooting everything at disadvantage with my eyes closed.
For 10 lightning damage. I need to double check and see something real quick. Ha! The lightning. Adrian, you hear it hit solidly and kind of fizzle out, as though it's not quite as effective as you would have wanted.
Oh well. I pull a
Like-
normal arrow out.
Normal arrow, noted.
And then I shoot
That makes sense.
in the same general direction.
Where
Which
the creature
are you
going?
targeting again?
This one over here.
The one where I have to keep my eyes closed so that I'm not, like, paralyzed by it.
Next shot for you, sir. .23 is going to hit.
Are you
And yet again, it's just not quite punching as hard as you would have wanted it to. That's for 6 damage.
I'm still gonna throw another one out, and then I'm gonna turn my gaze and go somewhere else.
Would you believe that hits
What?
for another 6?
Oh gosh.
And I do apologize, I do see that its health bar is not showing up, and I'm not sure why.
I don't
The
know
settings
why
are
you-
correct. Didn't work. That still didn't work. Alright, Adrian. So you shot it 3 times, it's still alive, but badly hurt. And it is now your turn. Or sorry, it is the rest of your turn. Movement, bonus action?
The rest of my turn, movement, I'm going to actually move down here a little bit. And I still have an interaction, correct?
And a bonus action.
Well, my interaction is I'm going to put away my bow,
Okay.
and I don't really have an interaction that I want to use right now. Or, I mean, a bonus action that I really want to use right now. So, that will end my turn.
So you put your bow away?
Mm-hmm.
Can you use a
Noted.
bonus action to draw weapons? I don't know.
You cannot use a bonus action to draw a weapon. You can, however, use a bonus action to summon a bonded weapon.
I completely forget about that. Thank you. I'm going to use
You're
my
welcome.
bonus action to summon Sanguine Nonetheless to my hand.
Excellent. And because of its advanced features, you also get to choose its damage type in the same bonus action.
I would like to use fire.
Are you sure?
Now that you say that, I want to switch to lightning.
Because I will just say, we've faced General de Solgor before.
Oh,
And you-
that's right. Yay.
and you-
No. Keep it on force. Keep it on force.
I'm just saying. We have you cast fireball at him and you've cast lightning bolt at him. One of the two affected him and didn't do much. Just thought I would gently remind you, sir.
I will use the force.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Plunging out of the overhead clouds above comes a winged creature whose head is crowned with honestly, a rather impressive set of horns. And it is going to do battle with our summoned celestial creature.
Our hero in a half shell.
Pretty much. Alright. It's going to stab twice.
No inspirational point there?
I'm sorry, I'm dealing with a lot of things. Hold on a sec. Oh, and that's a crit. That's a crit on our summoned ally.
Okay.
Okay, so let me double check. Down here. Alright, so... Okay, thank you for that.
Can you sort of looks more like a...
That is not General Disolgor.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
No,
Something
he's
looks
much
more like an armored BA.
uglier than that.
Remember?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, it's just like saying something like it's more like this heavily armored monster than I remember.
Gotcha. Alright, all three attacks are going to hit, including one being a crit. Alright, give me 1 second to take care of this. Because my mouse is having issues. Issues.
Issue.
And 7. If the target is a creature other than an undead or construct, it must succeed on a saving throw. Ooh, or receive an infernal wound. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Alright, let's see if our ally can succeed on its saving throw. And Adran, yes, you can mark an inspiration point.
Hee.
I apologize, I'm trying to juggle a lot of things. This is not a magical attack, I don't think, or magical effect, rather. So, come on. Sheesh. Here we go. Constitution. Saving throw. Go! Eventually.
Go, Web, go!
It's fine.
Yay!
Aside from being slightly battered. Thea, it is now your turn.
What the shell, man?
You already have an inspiration point. I can't give it to you a second time. You have to use the one you have first. Thea,
Just keeping everybody entertained.
you're briefly hidden for the moment.
I'm here, I'm thinking real quick. I don't know
That
if
is not
there's a glitch in the system or not, but can I get any kind of rough estimate as to kind of how well our angelic companion is feeling or not? His health bar is not changing at all on my screen.
I don't know what to tell you on that. I'm gonna say... Let's see here. He definitely took some hits, but he doesn't seem overly bothered yet.
Okay.
Tis but a flesh wound.
His butt of
I'll step up and I want to take a... I'll step up here. I want to take a new shot at this guy.
Fair enough. You have advantage on the shot.
Now remember the button this time.
Oh, good. And don't forget that you're using the +1.
Push.
And I got all that marked off.
Okay, well that's gonna be a bit of a difference. That's a 20 to hit. That hits. Give me damage.
Clarification.
Oh
10 for
my.
sharpshooter.
What?
10 from
3
sharpshooter.
for the chest.
Hold on. 10 from sharpshooter. 1 from one from magic weapon. And so that would make that 39 from sneak attack, and 8 from the arrow, for a total of 58 damage. Watch that health bar. He's still alive.
Adrian, would you mind helping me just that last little bit?
Yeah, I'll just go and finish him off.
That was one of your best shots ever, and the guy's just like, ugh.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to hide at normal.
He's still alive.
I'll do the rest of the work. I just need a little bit of assistance.
There's a good use of reliable talent. Anything else for you? Yeah.
Let's see. I'm probably directly in line of sight with this thing, aren't I?
Oh yeah. I will say it does seem fairly focused on this guy. But
Okay.
if he turns, you're in the open. There's nothing for you to hide behind.
Could I say I move to this square instead?
Sure.
I have something in mind. Okay. So I'll have moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Wait, nope,
Okay.
35. 35. If I count correctly, that goes from 30 to 45 before it goes to 40.
Fair enough. There is a whistling sound from overhead as something comes dropping out of the sky. Its wings snapping out. They're kind of like dragonfly wings, except they look like they're covered in holes and tatters. And let's see, not quite within touch range of you, Thea. Its wings snap out, catching it in midair, and it immediately lashes out at you with claws and a sting attack. It looks like that bone white creature we encountered only a few days ago at Nanny Agatha, where we were fighting Nanny Agatha. Oh, there's a crit.
Oh, good.
Valid. Let me see if I can help you out. It's a bone white creature. I get a 21 and a crit.
Oh, hold on. Something's not right with my armor. I am quite certain I would have donned my armor at some point over the last 3 days.
You definitely would have. Did you forget that? I specifically told you after last game, after we stopped recording, to make sure you turned it back on, and you forgot. Alright, just for that.
For that, you should get hit.
Well, the sting attack's going to miss you, sir. Alright, so the 21 is going to hit, and so is the crit. Would you like to uncanny dodge the crit?
Yes.
Okay. The crit is 12 and 5, so that's 17. No, 19. What? Sorry. 12 and 5. 17. Divided by 2. You can reduce it by 9 points.
Okay.
So that's going to be a total of 19 points of damage you take. And I need a Constitution saving throw for magic weapon.
Oh boy.
17 minus 8, 9, yes.
So I need to see you beat a 10 and a 10. So
I need 2 con saves?
Yeah, because you got hit twice. I apologize. Okay. Nope. Magic weapon goes away. It was good while it lasted, and it's not there anymore. Varin kind of looks around as he's surrounded by this flying creature and says, "Hey, you know, there's a lot more tunnels over here than I would have." Oh dear. Yeah, there's certainly a lot more orcs coming out of this tunnel.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's going to be 4 attacks at Varin. And then 1 with a javelin. Let's see what Varin can do. 24 is going to hit. 9, 19, 11, and 15. Alright, so only 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignore that last one. That's supposed to be a javelin attack. So 1's going to hit for 10 slashing damage. Oh, the javelin's in that one. Nursed. Alright, so
he threw it
10
straight
slashing.
down in front of him.
Yeah. And then he looks down at the javelin just sticking in the dirt and the ground, and he's like, Alright, Varin needs to make a Constitution saving throw to keep Swift's quiver. Constitution. I'm looking for a 10 or higher. That Varin keeps concentration.
Oh.
Yay!
Nicely done.
Thank you. I'm rather impressed. Varin did mention that he saw more holes. Del, what's the saving throw? Wisdom for Spirit's Guardians?
Yeah, I'll throw it up in just a second.
Thank you. Because a bunch of orcs are starting their turn within range of Spirit Guardians. Wisdom saving throw, DC 19. Oh, goodness gracious me. Alright, let's just see how this goes. 1, 2, 3. All fail. 4, 5.
Oh boy.
All fail. Alright. Del, would you please roll me 3 Delta 8 radiant damage? Okay, that's kind of disappointing, honestly.
A little bit.
They all take 8 points of damage before they even move. And they are treating the area as difficult terrain.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, and I would designate my friends as
I think that's a safe assumption to make. Just to be
Yeah.
clear.
I forgot to mention it earlier when I cast it, but
No problem. So that's going to be...
oh, sorry, it is not specifically difficult terrain, it's just that the speed is half, in case that comes up later.
Noted. Thank you for the clarification. Alright, 3 attacks at Del. Are you ready, Del?
Nope.
Cool, here they come. What is Del's armor class?
Well,
20?
one of those is gonna hit.
Unless you want to use your shadow shield.
I'll take it on this one.
You're going
I'll
to take the
take
hit?
the attack. Yep.
That will mean a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on Spirit Guardians.
I am reasonably confident I can beat 5.
You're not beating 5, you're beating 10 or higher. Your choice.
Oh, alright.
And while he thinks that through, here come 2 attacks at Adran. Ready, sir? Cool, here they
Sure.
come.
Sure.
Ready or not, here they... Do either of those hit?
Well, let's see. Shield!
Is that another spell scroll, or are you using a spell slot?
Spell scroll.
Noted. Del, did you want to use your reaction to cast Shadow Shield, or do you want to not?
I'll cast Shadow Shield.
Alright, and that gives you a +5 to your armor class, which gives you an armor class of 25 and turns that hit into a miss.
Yeah, thank you, Riley. I thought I just had to beat the damage when it was that low. My mistake.
No, it's a 10 or higher.
Okay. Just for my own peace of mind, I'm gonna click on this anyways to see what I would have got.
Your own peace of mind.
I am.
You would have
so
failed.
grateful.
I'm going to put that away. There we go. That's just so I don't get confused later.
Yeah.
Right. With a bounding leap, this thing jumps over the human. In doing so, sees the fiend that Thea is confronting. Sees Thea. Then looks over here at Del and Adran. And it gives a kind of warbling, shrieking cry and scurries after Adran. But I don't think he can attack yet. He cannot. The badly wounded human, having seen which way the fiend went, is going to crest the hill and then come down. He looks very badly hurt and rather annoyed with you, Thea.
I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. You haven't seen me yet. Why are you looking at me?
Alright, so he's going to attack you with his spear.
Yep.
Pokey stabby.
Oh,
I get a
that's gonna hit.
22 to hit,
Ooh.
which I do believe hits.
Yep. I have no
Alright.
reaction left.
And then second attack. What the? I crit again?
Ouch.
And then
Sorry,
he's going
Thea.
to, and then he's going to bash you with his shield. Or at least he's going to try to. He does not bash you with his shield. That one you see coming, you're still staggering back from that crit, and you see the shield coming. You're just like, kind of like a hop, skip, and a jump back. So that at least the shield you don't take.
I thought I was gonna numbly bounce off it, but sure.
Also, you should not be concentrating right now because you lost concentration
yeah.
earlier. I'll let you take that off. Right. We move to the creature with glittering eyes, who's still alive. It sees the crab coming. And decides it wants a meal. And that one misses. 21 and 26 to hit. For a total of, oh goodness,
31.
31 damage. That crab had 13 hit points.
Oh dear.
There's a gulping, slurping sound as it gets some crab meat.
Dungeness.
What? I
It's a
shouldn't
type
even
of
hear
crab.
you. I have never
Dungeness.
heard that word. I've never heard that word.
Really?
Yeah,
Man.
never. Del,
You should go grocery shopping sometime.
who has time for grocery shopping? There's D&D to be done. Del,
Sure.
it is your turn, sir.
I'm gonna interaction take out my staff of healing. Boost my own armor class this time.
Unfortunately, you don't get to heal yourself yet because you didn't have it in hand. Wait, yeah, it's at the start of your turn. You have to be holding it at the start of your turn. Ow. What else you got? Oh wait, the action you used your action
while
to give
the
yourself
staff
a boost.
is on his person, regeneration feature.
You're
if he
right.
is wounded at the start of his next turn, so yes.
It was on your person, so you get your
Although
10 hit points.
he's not wounded, so he's only lost
Well,
3 hit points.
There's that. You can use your action to boost your armor class.
That I am doing,
Okay.
and
Is Spirit Guardian's concentration? It isn't, is it?
it is.
It is?
It is.
Oh yeah, the spiritual weapon that's not. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
And I think I will use my action on the staff. I did.
You did in order to give yourself an
Yeah.
armor class boost.
So I'm gonna voice a prayer of defense and hope that does something.
Noted. In that case, we move to the swimming animated vines that are heading towards our rowboats. Yep, got there. Okay. And now the massive tentacles. Actually, think of it. Are they within 30? They are not. Okay. There. Movement. And they slither and slide with many noises as their suction cups disengage across the stone. Alright, we move to Varin, who finds himself suddenly almost surrounded. There is two routes open to him, but they kind of lead into this water that's full of blood and fire and spinning vortexes into something unfamiliar and unfriendly, and that doesn't seem like a wise course to take. Just saying.
Go in the hole!
I can't, there's people in the way. They're very annoying. Okay, this is a little risky. Varin is going to keep his longbow out and turn sharpshooter off. Because he's going to volley at point blank range, which does mean disadvantage on all of his attacks. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 targets. Unless
it's because of this guy right here.
It's because of any enemy within 5 feet of me.
Yep.
Oh, would you look at that? I can target that guy too.
Just because of a tusk.
Right? Alright, so I kind of view it as the creature's head is sticking up just high enough for me to see it, and I get to ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover. Attacking the orcs first, starting from left to right, and all shots at disadvantage. No Colossus Slayer, no sharpshooter. First shot. Would you believe that hits?
Nice.
For only 8 damage, though. Should have used sharpshooter. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and use sharpshooter on the next one. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Of course, I might also not get lucky. Let's find out. I get lucky.
Oh my.
That's 21 to hit and death.
Yikes. You got lucky on that one.
The arrow just like rips through his neck, and Adran, you can see it's trailing most of the orc's spine with it. I just realized that should be there, and the 10 should have gone to my temporary hit points. There we go. Okay, 20 minus 5 is 15 to hit, which meets and beats the armor class. No, wait, meets? Nope, just beats. 10 from sharpshooter, 13 from the arrow, that's 23 damage, and death.
Oh god.
The orc's body falls into the water and disintegrates.
Ooh.
Torn apart by interplanar energies and fire and you briefly hear howls of condemned souls.
They sound a lot like film Scream.
Sorry. So not a good swimming hole.
Baron just stares at the water and says, I'm so glad I didn't touch that. And then he turns and takes a shot at point blank range on this guy. 18 minus 5 is 13 to hit, and that does hit. It meets and beats the armor class for a total of 16 damage, 10 from the sharpshooter, 6 from the arrow, and death. Blech. Last orc in the area. Do I hit? 22 minus 5 is 17 to hit. 10 from sharpshooter, 9 from the arrow. 19 points of death.
Jeez.
Baron's just looking at all these bodies around him like, what have I become? Amazing. And then he's going to turn and shoot at the creature right behind him. This is going to get Colossus Slayer if I hit. Continuous sharpshooter. And disadvantage. Oh, nat 1. Does not hit. Alright, well I'm going to target the other wounded creature. Still with Colossus Slayer and sharpshooter. -20 minus 5 is a miss.
No.
Still, I did take out 1, 2, 3, 4 orcs.
Yeah. That was a lot of awesomeness right there.
Thank you. Varin sees that he's got multiple people around him, and he's kind of like, I'm not sure I like staying in this position, but I only see more creatures this way. So I'm going to trigger an attack of opportunity. As I go up and down the hill. Come on. Nope, that misses. Oh look, it's the Celestial's turn. And he's fighting the Horned Fellow. Adran, you both see and hear see and hear as the massive sword of this muscular being rises and falls like the hand of doom.
Get him! Take a bite out of him!
That does not hit.
The jugular! Go for the jugular this time!
Oh my goodness. That'll hit.
Yeah, I told you he'd come handy.
If you both
There
don't
you
already
go.
have it, you both get inspiration points. That's a total of 31 damage from the second attack. 31.
Good, thank you.
And you're welcome.
Yep.
Oh dear. General the Destroyer is going to launch another fireball, but not at any of us, this time at the Celestial,
Oh boy.
who has to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, with advantage, right. Okay, well that's a 17. Versus... Okay, that's a fail. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, that's gonna hit for 24 fire damage on the Celestial.
Oh no.
Watch that health bar.
I don't think I want to.
There you go. 24
Oh.
damage.
Whew. That's some celestial.
Alright. The flying creature is actually going to fly over to... Nope, not that. It's going to fly after Baron. There we go. And... It's going to shake its wings and release a cloud of spores.
Oh.
Constitution saving throw for Varin. Oh, that should have been at normal. Oh well. 12 fails. Varin is poisoned. And at the start of each of his turns, he's going to take some poison damage until he succeeds on saving throw or gets cured, but the manner that will cure him is unknown.
Isn't he protected from poison because of the feast we had?
Varin is not poisoned. Thank you, Adran. Thank you, Del. Del can have an inspiration point.
Literally just got one, but thank you.
Oh, well then, never mind.
All
right.
Just for the sake of reference.
Yep. Thank you. And Thea, please roll me a d6. Aww. He does not recover his acid. Brat. So he's just gonna scuttle and crawl. And then dash. And then have to make a wisdom saving throw. No wisdom saving throw. Where is it? Wisdom. Your spell save DC is what, 19 for Del? Alright.
Yes.
Please roll me 3 Delta 8 radiant damage for Spirit Guardians as this insect comes crawling into your area. He takes 9 points of radiant damage. To be fair, it's what, a 2nd level spell? Third? And most of us are level 19, so... Alright, we are at the top of round 3, or the start of round 3. And this is where we're going to stop for the night. Well, that was fun.
Thank you, Agent, for catching the Hero's Feast protection there.
Oh, yeah.
Indubitably. I hope both of you are having a great deal of fun with this one.
Oh, yeah. This was a lot of fun.
Always more going on than I expect.
I mean, isn't that kind of the goal?
Yeah. My goal is to expect it, and I keep coming up short.
I mean, I wouldn't be a very good DM if I couldn't keep you on your toes. Let's just say that. Hopefully I'm doing a good job of it.
Yeah. Did you guys all get my text?
I just saw it. I haven't read it. Yay for not poisoned! Way to cash that.
Ooh! That's the first thing that came to my mind when I'm like, oh, wait a second, you're not poisoned, you ate the feast.
Varin's just standing there coughing into the spores and then looks around like, what was that? I don't feel anything. Alright, well, thank you both so much for playing. I hope that the setup and the encounter and the map were all entertaining and engaging. Excuse me.
I might have screwed up, but I wonder if there's a few saving throws that should be able to make an advantage.
Well, like always.
We only have advantage on wisdom saving throws, and I don't think you've had to roll any of those yet.
Oh,
but bear in mind, I did say the word. Do bear in mind, I said the word yet.
Yeah, I missed the word wisdom there.
No worries. All right. Again, thank you both so much for playing. Adran, once again, congratulations on killing Nanny Agatha. I'm sure that feels great. Thea, good way to think through your abilities, and especially with Del, just like, what can I use that will work well here, and also succeeding on not getting a misleading answer.
Yay!
Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Adran, Thea, and Varin take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. Chimera, Chuul, Elephant, Ettin,
Thank you for watching, and I hope we'll see you again next week.